What's up everybody, it's Paul from Boosted Films, and in this video I'm going to change the engine air filter and cabin air filter on this 2025 Toyota Camry LE. It's a pretty simple job, but I'll cover a lot of details here in this video, and I'll also put a link in the video description to the exact filters I used in this video in case you want to use those same ones. Let's start by changing the cabin air filter, and this is a typical behind the glove box setup. So what we're going to do is open up our passenger side door. If you need to make some extra room, you can slide that passenger seat back. That might help out a little bit. But then we're going to open up our glove box, remove anything that's inside. We're going to have to get towards the back portion of our glove box. And when you look inside the glove box here, you can see there's this one cover. This is actually kind of nice that there's just this cover here that you kind of push on this right side piece. When you press that, then the cover should pull off. And this is kind of nice because that way we don't have to drop down the whole glove box. It's just kind of one cover in front of the other cover. This next cover is the one that covers the cabin air filter and is connected to the blower motor. So oddly enough, whoever did this job last actually installed this cover wrong. They didn't slide the two slots in on the left side that should slide in. That's why it just popped off so easily. Now, assuming that your cover was installed correctly, you would just need to squeeze the two portions on the right side like I did there, but then you'll still have to actually pull it towards the right side and slide it out of those two slots, and then that cover should come off. Once that cover is out of the way, you should be able to remove your cabin air filter. There is kind of a basket that holds your filter in place. You're removing that whole basket, as I like to call it, as well. And then I always like to compare the new to the old one. So I'm going to open up this new one right away. Note that it does have airflow direction arrow on it. An important thing about the airflow arrow is you'll want that pointed down. However, that can be a bit confusing considering that when you look on this basket part that holds the filter, you'll see up. So of course, that's the up direction for that basket, but the airflow direction is down. So hopefully that makes sense to you. If you have a brand new like OEM filter, it might just be up, and then you just put it upward, of course. But most aftermarket cabin air filters have the airflow direction arrow, and the airflow direction in this particular setup is the air flowing downward. Now, I ran into a weird issue with this basket that holds the filter that I really never ran into before, and it might partially be because of this filter. I'm not sure. The white edging parts of this filter might be a little bit too thick, where this filter did not want to sit in place properly. And it took me a little bit to figure out, but it's because of this black portion more towards the inner part here of this basket that it sits into, and the edges of that protruding part. So what I did is I just took a wire cutter and I trimmed them down. So you can see here I'm pointing to where I cut them. I was actually honestly surprised how well it turned out. It looks like it should have been that way from the factory. So I just trimmed them at like a 45-degree angle instead of like the 90 that they were before. And then this filter fit in perfectly like it should have. Honestly, I'm really curious if that's just a me thing or this specific filter thing, or if you are doing this job and have a different filter brand and it has that same issue, just let me know. But again, you can see we got this brand new cabin air filter in place, airflow direction down, but when we're gonna go to install it here, you can see we're gonna have this basket portion with the up arrow pointing upward. Now you can see when this is in place, it seems like it fits kind of loosely, and as far as going up and down goes, and that's actually because if you look at this cover that we're going to put in place, it's got these two protruding parts on the back side of it that are going to help hold this up and hold it firmly in place. So just something to note there. Again, also the up arrow on this cover is because you want to slide in these spots on the left side here. You can see how there's two spots, one at the top and one at the bottom, where it just kind of slid right in. And so you can just see exactly what this is like. I'm just releasing it again and then showing you how it slides into those slots. So you should be able to just slide it in to that slot and then push it in place so it snaps in on that right side. Next, we're going to put in that other cover. You can see there's two protruding points on the left side of it here where it kind of elbows. So you're going to get those two pieces lined up in place first, and then you should be able to line it up and then just snap that in. That's pretty much it. The rest of it, I'm sure you know, but put everything back where it was if you want. Put stuff back in the glove box. Put your seat back if you did move it to make more room. Close up your passenger side door, and you should be all set with the cabin air filter. And now we're going to move over to the engine air filter, and to do that, we're going to open up the driver's side door, then go down where there's this panel, kind of where your knee would sit, and then you should find this lever to pull to release your hood. That releases your hood latch where you can lift it up part way. Then you can find the safety latch, and for this one, you kind of need to go to the left. You'll have to get your finger in there and then lift up and to the left as I'm showing here. So once you release that safety latch, you should be able to lift up your hood. The prop rod will be in the top portion of your hood. You need to kind of lift it upward and then down. And then down here, you can see there's an arrow right behind your headlight that points to right where you want to set the bottom portion of your prop rod. Now that our hood is up and in place, this is our air filter box. There's a top half and a bottom half, and of course inside is our air filter that filters the air that enters the engine. In this particular setup, we just need to release these two clips. You can use your thumb to pull this one clip back and then the second clip back as well. And that's mostly what holds this top air box in place, but there's two slots that it slides into, you can see here. We're going to lift this back towards the firewall of the car, if you will, and then lift it upward, and then we should have enough room to just get our hand in there and lift out our old engine air filter. Just like the cabin air filter, I like to compare the old to the new. So we're going to open up this new one right away, make sure it looks like it's the same size and everything else. And then after that, if you can lift up the top half of the airbox, take a peek inside if you want. If there's any larger debris in there, you could just pick it out with your hands. If there's a lot of stuff in there for some reason, you could vacuum it out as well if you really wanted to. But for the most part, most people are just going to lift up the top portion of this airbox enough to get this filter in place and then set this filter down. You want to make sure that it's lined up right and sitting flush inside that airbox, but it should, just pretty naturally sit in that spot. I want to show you this clip though too, where it's a bit closer shot showing, where it does sit. You can see it's sitting nice and flush like it should be. Now I move this top portion of this airbox back a little bit towards the firewall of the car, and then I lift up towards the back end and then slide it towards the front of the car where those two grooves slide into those slots. And then you have to press down a little bit more on this back portion where the clips are, but then just with a little bit of force holding it down, then you should be able to pull those clips up and they'll lock in place. Now to lower our hood, you just lift it up slightly and then grab your prop rod. There's a little foam piece on it if your prop rod seems to be hot for any reason. But then you bring it up to your hood, slide it down a little bit so the prop rod locks in. And I like to just hold my hood up just a couple inches before I pull my hands out to let it close all the way. So there you have it. That's how I changed the engine air filter and cabin air filter on this Toyota Camry. If this video was helpful for you and you want to help me out at all, it'd be great if you just commented what year and potentially specific model your Toyota Camry is. That way other people watching this video with maybe a slightly different year or a slightly different model Camry could kind of confirm if this worked for their car. Also, I'm just a guy on YouTube who likes to document what he does, so there's a chance I did something wrong, could did something better. So if you want to leave some feedback on that as well, feel free. And again, I should have a link in the video description down below and also in the top comment with links directly to the filters I bought if you want to buy the same filters I used in this video. But as always, this is Paul from Boosted Films saying thanks so much for watching. I just want to say that domestic violence is never okay. If you or someone you know is experiencing issues with a partner and doesn't feel safe, please visit the website thehotline.org or call 1-800-799-SAFE.